It's probably PG. You know, if they bring it on screen, it's PG-13. If they show too much, it's R. If they show even more than that, you're probably not in the movie theater. You get my drift. You know what two people having sex outside of marriage is? It's perversion. You know what you agreeing with that is? Sin. And we soak it up. Yeah, I know it's not optimal. I know I would prefer it, you know, but it was a good story and love won. You know why we love it that love wins? Because love is meant to win. 1 Corinthians 13, love never fails. Love was meant to win. Love conquered the grave. But what Satan does, he knows that love wins, and he knows that we're pre-programmed to love the fact that love wins, and so he takes that, twists it, perverts it, pulls it outside the covenant of marriage and says, yeah, that's how you can have love. Amen. And we sit there and we soak it up, and we allow it into our home, and we sit down with our kids and we watch ABC Family, because we all know that has family in the tagline, so it's got to be about family. We allow it into our homes. And then we put in the earbuds or we turn on the radio and we allow it into our ears. You know what I hate? You know what I know that God hates is us coming in here and saying, God, take absolutely all of me. I love you. I want my life to be about you. And then we go out to our car and we turn on the radio and we join in with the rest of the world. You know, I came across a song recently. You probably all know it, or maybe if some of you had heard of it, Rude Boy by Rihanna. Oh, yeah, that's a good song. Yeah, I like that song. Yeah, it's got it on my iPod right now. I was actually going to read the lyrics of Rihanna, of that song, Rude Boy, in here, but I can't do that. I read it at Fusion, and now it's to the fact that everybody turns off the song when it comes on. Because here's the deal. It's a catchy song. Everybody likes it. I mean, we all love the Rihanna. She got the Jamaican thing or wherever she's from. I mean, just brings this really cool, you know. I mean, it's really cool. We all love it. But you know what that song is about? The entire song is about her telling a guy how she wants him to have sex with her. That's the entire song. My homework for you parents is to go home and Google the lyrics to Rude Boy. Oh, it's not a big deal. No. It's not a big deal. I got good kids. I'm a good person. No, it's a catchy beat. It's cool, you know. It doesn't really matter. I have enough filters in my life. I know how to differentiate between right and wrong. But here's what the Son of God, Jesus, says in Revelation 2. He says, to the angel of the church in Thyatira, write this. These are the words of the Son of God, Jesus Christ, whose eyes are like blazing fire and whose feet are like burnished bronze. He says, I know your deeds. I know your love. I know your faith. I know your service and perseverance. I know that you're doing more now than you did at first. I know all the good things you're doing. But this thing I have against you, you tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess. And by her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immorality. You know what to tolerate means? To put up with. To permit it. So here's the deal. Here's Jesus' words to the church. To you guys sitting out here right now. Here's his words to you. His warning isn't to those who compromise with it. His warning isn't to those who engage in sexual immorality and murder and abortion, all those things. There's enough warnings throughout the rest of the Bible for those people. His warning is for the church that tolerates it. His warning is for the church who puts up with it, who allows it into their homes, who allows it into their cars and their lives, who puts it before their eyes and their ears, sets their hands to it, lets their kids engage with it. That's the warning. Warning is to the church that tolerates sexual morality. The warning is to the church who sits in front of the TV and soaks it all in. And one thing has led to another, has led to another, has led to another, where we can't even tell that it's sin anymore. Let me tell you, parents, you are the doorkeeper of your home. You decide what comes into your home or not. You decide. You get to decide. And so my question to you is, do you have for me in my house, we're going to serve the Lord mentality? Or are you going to choose the way of sin and ball and toleration? It's not a big deal. I'll put up with it. I know my kids like to listen to it. Teenagers, you're going to hate me. That's fine. I would have hated me. My words to you today aren't to go home and to like throw away all your kids' CDs and delete all the MP3s off the computer. My word to you today is this: go home and sit down with them. Pull up the lyrics together. Won't you read them together and then delete the music together and throw away the CDs together? Because here's the deal. If you just go home and throw away the stuff, they'll have twice as many tomorrow, you know? I mean, you used to be a teenager. You know what you would have done.